I don't think I've shot any video today, but it's been a long day of figuring it out and going slow, and I think now I'm ready to crank it. Now, not everything is hooked up. The radiator's not in it, the fan's not on it, the alternator's not hooked. But I want to hear it run, and then once I hear it run, then I can go the rest of the way. So that's the story. By the way, I have a pile of wires here. I just see I was going to rewire this thing. Well, all of these wires were hooked to the alternator. Now, these wires actually do things like power the headlights, power the ignition, do a lot of other things, except for this wire, which is the actual, should be the actual alternator wire that takes power down to the battery. Now, I'm going to cut this off. You can see these have been on fire before, and I think at some point I kind of pulled them apart and separated and threw some tape on them, and we just moved on. But for today, we're going to change all that. But the first thing I want to do, like I say, is get it to run. So what I'm going to do is clamp these together with a little squeeze clamp. That will activate all the wires into the car. And then I'm going to get in there and see if she'll crank. I'm going to turn y'all off while I do that, and then I'll turn you back on and we'll spin her over and see what happens. We'll see if she'll run. I got the water pipes hooked up. I got some water in it. I got to get a new radiator cap because the rubbers come out of this one. And I may wind up changing that distributor because it touches the firewall, and I think that would break after a while. So I may either change the cap or the whole distributor. I've got a model regular GM cap back there that's a little smaller. So I'm not sure about that yet, but I figured I'd go ahead and get it running. Oh, I want to run down and grab 63 Impala's timing light, and I want to time it once I get it running. I wanted to put enough water in here so I could run it a while, let it warm up. That just reminded me I also want to hook up the temperature gauge over here, so I'll do that.